I am so sick of seeing AI slop everywhere I look now. Anywhere I lay my eyes, I see slop. I can't take it anymore. I can accept to a degree most of it being online, but when it starts to creep into real life, for example, when I'm sat down in a restaurant, in real life, by the way, and the waiter hands me a menu and the entire thing is AI generated. There's AI pictures of burgers, there's AI generated text. It's just, where do you draw the line? Honestly, where do we draw the line? If you like these kind of videos, please consider subscribing because I will be posting a lot more videos like this. I am a passionate AI hater. I take time out of my day to hate on AI. People say like, oh, you shouldn't have time to hate. Hating is a waste of energy. No, I genuinely, it's gotten to the point where I'm some kind of like anti-AI vigilante now. I just can't take it anymore. It's getting to the point now where everything I look at on the internet or even read, I don't know if it's real anymore. I don't know if it's been generated. I don't know if the text that I'm reading has been generated by some kind of AI model. I feel like I'm going into, I feel like I've got some kind of like AI psychosis going on where someone shows me something and I'll be like, is this AI? I'll be in the shop. I was in Rhodes on holiday not too long ago, and my mum and my aunt were looking at these kind of like touristy pillows of, I don't know, cute cats or, just kind of like funky designs. And it was all AI generated pillows. Like the designs on them were AI. I could spot it from a mile away. And I had to like run up to my mum because she was actually really into this pillow that she saw. I think it was like a present, like for my granddad. Like maybe I think there was a cat on it that kind of resembled like the cat that my nan and my granddad have. I had to run over like, Mum, this is AI slop. I understand that, my granddad might not know that, but I have a huge issue with paying money towards something that was basically put together with AI because I could make that pillow for like, I don't know, like £4 or £5. And I think they were selling it for like 20, 25 euros. What's going on? Where are we heading? Seriously, it's actually driving me insane. Let me tell you, when I first started to notice that everything was just becoming AI slop, it's a bit of a weird example, but it's something that always kind of stood out to me because something just didn't sit right with me when I was looking at these pictures. And it was specifically people's profile pictures of them on Facebook or Instagram, or, like Instagram posts or pictures of them on Twitter, where they would somehow perfectly be in focus and the background was conveniently blurred out so perfectly, almost as if they hired a photographer to take that picture of them so that they could have it for their profile picture. But then you realize, no, they fed ChatGPT that picture, the original picture. I said, can you edit this, maybe get rid of this, improve this? And then when it spits it out, it blurs out the background, keeps the subject in focus because AI isn't smart enough to, well, yeah, anyway, to know, okay, that person didn't want that. They see a picture and they're like, oh, let me generate what is considered, like a perfect picture. So it's doing it by the book, essentially. And this was everywhere. And specifically, it was more like a trend amongst like women where there was this one Scream AI filter where was it Scream? It was like a scene, like where one of the girls in the movie is kind of like sat on their bed, and every girl I know had a version of themselves edited onto this picture, and it was just everywhere, and people were liking it. People were commenting like, "Oh yeah, like you look great," with no knowledge that this is AI generated. And that's when I felt like I started to go insane. I just couldn't take it anymore because I'm looking there thinking like, I know that this is, some kind of app that, you click on the screen filter, you give it a picture of you and it will spit out a picture of the girl in that exact setting. But they don't know that. And it's genuinely terrifying. I've noticed that it started to kind of creep into meme culture where a lot of, kind of meme videos that you see now are either edited with AI or they're generated with AI. And I can accept that to a point, because memes don't really hold any significant value in this life. They're something that you look at for like 1 or 2 seconds, you laugh, you send it to your friends, and you forget about it the next day. You don't, or maybe there's like 1 or 2 exceptions, but you don't think about a meme a couple of years ahead and look back on it and think, oh yeah, that was good. So I can accept it being in memes, but like videos now, adverts specifically, I I forgot to sign it, so I reformatted my brother's laptop because he gave me his old gaming laptop so I could start making these types of videos. I forgot to sign into YouTube because I have YouTube Premium or Plus, whatever it is, because they hate ad blockers and will probably send the police to your door if you're caught using an ad blocker in 2026, literally 1984. But that's another video for another day. But I forgot to sign in, which meant that I actually had to endure some of the ads that people see now when they don't have YouTube Premium. And one of them specifically, I think it was like this, it was like fixing up a car or something. It was some kind of mechanic, like some kind of car mechanic, but it was AI generated, and you could tell from a mile away, like, the smoothness in the frame rate, the focus, like the texture of the skin, just everything about it was slop. And I just couldn't believe it. And it was one of those where, you have like 2 ads back to back. So that ad ended. And then, just my luck, it got back to back AI slop generated ads. I must have won the lottery or something. I don't want to swear because I don't want to get demonetized. I must have hit the lottery or something. And then it made me think, hang on, how many more of these YouTube ads are AI? So I just started clicking on random related videos to see what was going on. What are people that don't have YouTube Premium being exposed to? I don't think I saw one actual video that was shot on a camera, that was edited in some kind of, video editing software. Do you remember how people used to make videos a couple of years ago before all of this? Yeah, I think that's a dying art now. Honestly, every other ad that I saw was some kind of slop. Even and like the voice is always a giveaway. It's always just, I'm not gonna do I'm like, hey, you gotta check that. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try and insult any American viewers like that, because yeah, my accent game isn't too great, but I just couldn't believe what I was seeing. Another terrifying aspect: scammers are now starting to tap into AI. Like, those. I'm not saying I know because I look at it, but on Twitter or X, I'm not calling it X. Why, Elon? Everyone knows it as Twitter. Anyway, that's besides the point. But those OnlyFans models accounts that I'm sure me and you as guys know exists. It started. So many of them now are starting to incorporate AI content into their, what they called like promo pics, where they'll upload like a picture of themselves, and then the caption's a question, to farm engagement. Like, I've seen people, can you even call them people at this point? I've seen OF girls edit themselves into, do you remember that baby alien guy that was like banging all these like hot chicks, and he was in like the back of the bus or something? I know, we all know. I was seeing girls trying to clout chase, editing pictures of them with this baby alien guy in the bang bus, or whatever it's called, bang van, I don't know, I don't care, to try and ride on that clout, or whatever the term is, trying to be like, oh yeah, like, I was banged by baby alien. And it's just insane. Where do you draw the line? Also, a lot of them now are just pretty much AI. Like, the pictures on the profile, they're AI. The pictures that they're using to farm engagement so that you can sign up to their OnlyFans, or they've got like a Telegram where, if you want to donate to them, you send it to them via Bitcoin or Comcoin, whatever crypto they accept. It's genuinely insane. And the worst part is, you see guys thirsting in the comments for these obviously AI generated pictures of this girl in a bikini. Like, it's genuinely scary. I know there's that meme that I remember it a while ago. I'll put it on the screen where it's like, like Indian guys on Facebook thirsting over a like Renaissance painting or something. Well, yeah, we have that now in the West. We have, guys in their 50s thirsting over AI generated babes, posting AI generated videos of them and baby alien in the back of the bang van, whatever you want to call it. It terrifies me, man. If you ever catch me on Twitter or X, thirsting over some AI stuff, you have permission to slap me when you see me, okay? That is a promise. You can hold me to that. Here's something I want to ask. When did you guys start to first notice that everything you see now is AI slop? Let me know in the comments below, because I've had enough. I've had enough. And you know what the messed up thing is? That some people will actually argue with you that, AI progressing and AI in general is a good thing. I don't know what to say to those people anymore, because it's kind of killing independent research. Because once upon a time, say if, I don't know, you had homework from school, you would actually have to take the time out to go and look up certain things and do independent research. That's dying, because you can just ask these AI models exactly what you're looking for and it will give you. And don't get me wrong, I don't think AI is all bad. I think that it can be useful for, like for some tasks, for stuff that saves you time during the day, which, you don't have to sit down and, I don't know, like say if you want to have like an Excel sheet that can help you stay on top of like finances and you might not have any Excel skill, stuff like that is fine. I actually think things like that are great. I just feel that it's making us as humans lazy, because it's kind of killing learning. I feel that IQs are going to drop. I mean, they're already dropping because of things like short form content. And I know I'm guilty of that, because I post short form content to help promote the channel and everything. But I just feel like every other thing that society creates to do with technology and AI is just, or even videos, is just dropping the IQ lower and lower, because we're going to get so used to just knowing whatever you want with a couple of clicks, a couple of words, hit enter, everything you want. But I think AI doesn't challenge you enough. Like, it will always be like a yes person, and it will do whatever it can to please you and reassure you and tell you that, you're right, you're thinking along the even if you tell it, look, be completely honest, it still tiptoes around what it's going to say. So you're never going to get that brutally honest feedback like from a friend or family member, where if you show them something and they'll tell you it's complete I think my biggest concern or question is, where is AI, specifically generative AI, going to be in 5 years' time? Because I don't know if anyone remembers when when generative AI first came about. And I think the example that everyone kind of knows is, like there were these videos of Will Smith eating spaghetti and everything was all over the place. It was a mess, like the footage itself looked like it was, disintegrating or deteriorating. Like, it just looked terrible. And if you fast forward to now, to what generative AI can produce specifically with videos, it's scary, because the older generation, like boomers, are going to be one-shotted off of fake video. I guarantee everyone's parents that are watching this video, if they're still alive, God willing, will have shared some kind of video with you, either on TikTok or it's a reel, and it's completely AI generated, but they haven't got a clue. They had no idea that it was, and they've sent it to you because they thought it was a video that you might enjoy, with no knowledge that this could be AI. They think it's real. That's what's scary, because if the stuff that AI is spitting out now is already that believable to people of a certain age, we're going to get to a point as a society where we are going to be second guessing everything we see, and we don't know if it's going to be real or not. And that is what terrifies me. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please like and drop a comment down below. Where do you guys think generative AI is heading in a couple of years? Are you terrified like me? Are you genuinely excited? If so, what's wrong with you? But we can still have a discussion about it in the comments section. But I thought this would be a great video to kickstart the YouTube journey. This would be my first video that I'll be putting out, and there'll be many, many more to come, including live streams, etc. But we'll get to that on another day. But this is Mike Theory, over and out.